Gentlemen, welcome to your HSBN Media Day press conference. Coach, to begin, if you could introduce yourself and then also introduce the players up here with you.
All right, my name is Jared Saltalamacchia. This is Kyle Barnowski, Hunter Furtado, and Justin Lovell.
You're the head guy now?
I'm the head coach yet. My first year, I helped out last year. This is my first year being the head coach.
First part of the question, I guess, is just take me through the process that ended up with you now being the head guy of the team.
Well, I retired last year, and I enjoy giving back to the kids and being away from my family for 17 years playing pro ball. It was time to be home. Two of my older girls go to King's Academy, so this is a great opportunity for me to be around them and an important time in their lives. Also, I grew to like these guys a little bit last year, and watching them develop and become better ball players and better men. So it was a great opportunity for me to step in and try and help out a little more.
The second part of the question, which you kind of said, I had a feeling, how much did that help last year? Now for you to be the head guy, you've already got relationships built, and like you said, you've already fallen in love with these guys.
Yeah, well, I played my whole life since I was 3 years old. So being a catcher, you're kind of a coach in your own way. And coming out last year, getting familiar with them, understanding high school is a lot different than college, and college is different than pro ball. So, having to kind of work with the guys and understand that it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. These guys aren't coming in with a contract and a lot of money and a lot of development. So we're starting from scratch, and I like that. I enjoy being able to teach these kids and these players the right way of playing the game. I think that's kind of baseball's gotten away. High school's gotten away from that. It's more about summer ball now and getting out there and just being exposed. And they're forgetting that it's a process, and you have to start with step 1 to step 2, step 3. You can't just get there overnight. So last year was good for me and growing myself, and these players have helped me grow as a coach and as a person as well.
Yeah, because this is new territory for you as well. Second year coaching ever, first year as the head guy. I'm confident that you can handle it, but obviously it's a new thing for you.
Yeah, it's a lot different. I tell these guys, when I was playing, we'd be 6 in the morning, we'd start, and we'd do early work, and then at 9 o'clock the whole group would get together, and we'd get in different sections, and we'd be done at 5 or 6 in the afternoon. So it's long days. So to teach everything I want to teach these players in a 2-hour, 3-hour range, it's tough. But as I said over and over again, I tell these guys it's a process. We have to control what we can control. Little by little, some days kind of drag a little more than others, but it's all part of it. And part of getting these guys to understand how the real world works and becoming men, that's an important part.
From the player's point of view, what's it like for you guys with the new coach? Obviously, there's plenty of credibility.
It's pretty cool. Not many people get to say we have a coach like that. He's really turned this program around, and I'm excited to have a good year.
Likewise from you guys, what's it like having Coach Saltalamacchia?
It's great to have Coach Salty. He knows a lot, and he knows a lot to give us and just to teach us, and just having his background and everything and how long he's played baseball and to the level he's played at it, he has a lot to get, show us and teach us, and it's definitely a good edge that we have over other teams.
Yeah, ditto that. It's just a great feeling knowing that you can have a coach like him.
On top of the fact, obviously, that he's played professionally for so long, he tore it up with Palm Beach as a high school player too. So he's also a local guy that has worn the uniform and come up through the high school baseball ranks in Palm Beach County just like you guys. Is that something that you've talked much with them? I don't know if they know much about your local playing days here, but I do.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them much about that because even though it was a part of my life that helped me get to where I am now, it's the whole aspect of it, and so kids nowadays, and I've got 4 daughters, so I understand they feel like that I just started life at 34 and that's when it began and ended. And
yeah, but you wore the same uniform
yeah.
Then. You started where they are now.
Right, so I haven't really gotten that much of it. I just know that the foundation starts now, and that's the most important thing I try and teach them, and the game has evolved and gotten better in a lot of ways that I didn't have. I was telling them yesterday that I didn't have the pitching machines that these kids have. I don't have the batting cages. We would go do some flips and then jump on the field. There's so many things now that's available to these players that weren't when I was there. So I make sure that they know that they're fortunate with that, and responsibility and accountability is number one. So that's really what I'm trying to get across to them right now.
How's that going so far?
It's going good. I mean, everything he's teaching us and everything that he's been, laying down and everything, it's been good. And just having Coach, not only just be a coach, but being a good personal coach as well, and just helping us with everything. He's not just teaching us baseball right now. He's teaching us how to be good adults and everything with that. So.
And like you had said, how easy it was to like this team. I love Kings Academy. I've always enjoyed the environment, especially the personalities and the way that you guys conduct yourself as a program. Take me through what it's like from the inside. The chemistry between you guys as players, and how much history do you have all playing together? Is it a very veteran team this year?
Yeah, most of us seniors, including Kyle, who's a junior, we've been playing together for the past 4 years, because some of them even before that, because some kids have been at Kings for longer than the past 4 years. But the chemistry, I feel, this year is great. It's just grown throughout the 4 years that I've been at Kings Academy, and this year it just should be fun.
We know we had all the changes and the way the state, the districts, and everything. I don't think it really changed all that much for you guys, though, did it? Is it really even affecting you all that much? Because it's not very different.
Not really.
Same goal is just to win games. That's it. Doesn't matter who we play.
Yeah, I mean, I'll add on to that. So when I was making the schedule out, obviously districts don't matter during the season, but obviously when we do start districts, it does. My goal was to have the toughest schedule possible for these players, because I feel that if they're challenged on the field, not only during practice but during games, it's going to make them better. Adversity is something that a lot of this younger generation doesn't deal well with. So I wanted to make sure that they had plenty of adversity in their day-to-day life through baseball, that it's going to make them better men, it's going to make them better ball players, and ultimately maybe they'll be a coach one day, or they'll be able to pass on what they're learning now, because you're only as good as your last day, and these guys need to understand that every day you have to come to the practice, come to school, and try and pick one thing that you're going to get better at.
And meanwhile, like you said too, with the schedule, Kings is always that traditionally has always had a tough schedule. I would imagine it wasn't difficult for you to get other teams. They probably welcome that challenge. It's something I think the program has really earned. I was curious because I know last year they went to the Tournament of Champions. Do you guys have a spring break trip this year?
Yeah, we're going to do the one in Sanford.
Okay, the Florida League tournament. That's a great tournament.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of good things, a lot of good competition. It's closer. Last year they went to Jacksonville, and it's a good little drive. So I wanted to stay a little bit closer.
Have any of you guys ever been to the stadium over there at Old Sanford? I hear it's great. I haven't either, but I hear great things.
I've heard, it's state of the art. The turf and all that stuff. So that wasn't the most important thing. It was just trying to get them to do something together. Have some JV guys come up, help out a little bit, get their feet wet, get familiar with how we want to run this, this team, this organization, and really just have fun.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the spring break trip, I talk to Coach about it all the time, but you probably can relate as well as anybody how much a road trip and having the guys in that team bonding, how influential that can be for a season and for a team.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, just the guys being together. I mean, you're at school all day long. You get to practice, you're exhausted, you're tired from a long day of school. Now you got to put 2-3 hours of hard work in, and that's really all I'm asking of them a day is, give me 2.5-3 hours of your attention, your hard work. But those 5 days, it's almost like these guys are getting that first little taste of college life, where they're on their own without mom and dad. They have roommates, kind of a responsibility factor, and it's always good to grow that way.
Kind of get a point of view from the players. What's it like for you guys to take those trips?
Oh, it's a blast, and every time when we go on those trips, when we come back, we're also closer as a team. It seems like we have more chemistry than when we came there, than when we left, and so it's always just a fun trip. We always come back and we have better chemistry. And we make a lot of memories, and that's a lot what high school baseball is. It's to have fun, and just be with your brothers every single day and just enjoy that. And that's what we were talking about today. We were looking forward to the spring break trip and all we're going to do there and how much fun we're going to have. So it's always a blast and definitely one of the highlights of the season.
Coach, I guess really to wrap it up, have you set specific goals? I mean, obviously everybody wants to win district, you want to win states, but do you have a timeline or this is what we want to get at least out of this year?
There's a lot. I think, as I said earlier, if they can get better every day, that's my goal. when I took this job, my goal was to teach these players the right way of playing the game. I think a lot of coaches have gotten away from that, and it's more about the showcases and summer ball and all that, and they forget to teach the players how to play the game, just the fundamentals of the game. And I've told these players that they're going to win by playing fundamental baseball. All the great plays are going to happen, but if they can play fundamental baseball, 27 outs, or I guess it's less than that. I'm used to 27 and nine innings, but 7 innings of just great, clean baseball. At the end of the day, they'll be good, and I want to get them ready for the next step of life.
And to champion what you had said, you saw a lot of showcase-style baseball in high school baseball the last few years, but we go to the high school state tournament at the end of the year, and it's an awful lot of fundamental baseball teams that are winning the titles at the end.
Yeah, fundamental baseball, mental strength. I can deal with the physical mistakes; they're going to happen, but our goal is to make no mental mistakes. The mental mistakes are something that we can control, and I harp on them every day. Control what you can control. So you can control your effort level, you can control how teammate you are, and you can control how you go about your business. So if we can do that, then we're in good shape.
I like it. Here's to being in good shape and having the season that I know you guys are capable of.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Painless.